Welcome. In this video we're going to do a learning playthrough of Unmatched Adventures with Daredevil teaming up with Elektra to take on the Mothman. So down at the table, Tales to Amaze has made this game cooperative for 1 to 4 players, and this is my intro to this since I know there's some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming out for this game eventually. I wanted to give this game a shot, so I've got the game set up here. Setup fairly easy. We're choosing between the Martian Invader or the Mothman, so I've got the Mothman down here in play, ready to take us on, and he's starting in Area 5, so there's for Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, and Player 4, and our big enemy there. I've got his health set to 20, 10 per player. Choose a number of minions equal to the player. So we've got 2 minions in here with a health of 10, and the blob being one of them. So I've got a supply of blob or acid to take damage. So we've got the skunk ape and the blob set up with their respective decks. And I've already chosen our heroes. We have Daredevil as player 1 and Elektra as player 2. Daredevil is a melee piece, starts with 17 health, move of 3, and during combat, if you have 2 or fewer cards in your hand, you may blind boost your attack or defense. This basically means we take the top card of the deck and add its boost ability to that attack. Then Elektra, we're going pre-resurrected, melee piece, 7 health, move of 2. She's got 4 hand tokens that came in, or sidekick, so they start in the same zone as her, so I've got those spread out there. First time she would be defeated, remove her and all hand from the board. She is not defeated. At the start of your next turn, resurrect her. So we'll bring her out with this card. Then we need our initiative cards. So we've got player 1, 2, the blob, skunk ape, and Mothman in here. So we'll do the best we can at shuffling a few cards together to create that deck. We have our threat marker up here at 1. Basically what the Mothman is trying to do is we have 4 bridges in play. If he destroys those 4 bridges or destroys both of us, he wins, and our only goal is to take care of him. These minions are just other things in the way. So for his additional setup, we randomly place the 4 bridges out there, and we place 1 doom token on bridge 1. Which are these little things. So we've got our goals for how we lose and how we win set up. For how the game plays, the initiative deck is just going to come out and each enemy is going to activate. They're going to move whatever this says to move and hit whoever's closest to them. Then on our turns, we must take 2 actions. We can choose 2 different or do the same thing. Maneuver, draw a card, mandatory, and then move your fighters, which is optional. We can discard a card to boost the move, play a card for a scheme, or attack by playing a card with those symbols. And with that, let's go ahead and get started down here. So first up, we had the Mothman. So basically it goes over the villain that's going to activate, what they do right now, and then what they do at the end of the round. So right now he wants to move and hit something. And enemies can move through other enemies, and we can move through friendlies, but we can't move through opposites. So Mothman can get to us, but we're going to have him go waste some time on some of these minions. So attacks, I got a little too excited there. We do start with a hand size of 5 cards. So we'll shuffle this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for Daredevil, who is player 1, got his starting cards. And then Elektra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And of course, the skunk ape. We'll give this a quick shuffle. And the blob. and Mothman. All right, so he's attacking. Basically, they're just going to flip over a card and it's going to tell us how much it hurts. We've got some defense cards we can play, but we're not going to. So we just flip over a card and he's dealing 2 damage. Immediately cancel all effects on the opponent's card. And these little guys only have 1 health, so 1 ninja down. So that was the Mothman's turn. Then we move on to player 1. We are a melee piece, so we have to be adjacent to someone with these connecting lines. So we definitely need to move. So for a maneuver, we're going to draw a card, then move our fighters, which we are a team of 1. So we've got that, and our movement is 3. So 1, 2, 3. Gets us next to that guy, but he hasn't activated yet, so that could hurt us. But that's what we're going to do. 1, 2, 3. So what we've got in our hand are some maneuvers. That's not going to help us there. These can be used for attack and defense, but it's just 2. But it does cancel the effects. This card's better when we have cards in our discard pile, but we're going to use it anyway. So during combat, if you have no cards in your deck, value of this card is 8 instead of 4. And after combat, shuffle this card and the top 4 cards of your discard pile into your deck. So we're going in with that. So Skunk Ape is going to defend with 3. And this text up here is just for the attack. So we're actually doing 1 damage. So down to 9. That goes to our discard pile. And that was our 2 actions. So then the blob gets to go. So immediately he wants to move 3 and then attack. And at the end of the turn, place an acid token in the blob space if there is not one already there. And he can go here and attack us. And I guess we are the closest. I should have thought about that better and went that direction. But oh well. So the blob goes there and goes to hit us. And we're going to play Feint. So it's going to block 2 damage and cancel all the effects from the blob. And his was doing 2 damage, but we're canceling all those effects, so nothing's going to happen. And I'm going to move this down just a little bit closer for me. There we go. All right, next up, Skunk Ape. He's happy where he's at. We're going to do the exact same thing. All right, the opposing fighter's a sidekick, so it's still 2 on 2, so nothing's going to happen. Then we're hoping this is Elektra. Yep, player 2. One very important thing, 7 is a lot different than a starting health of 17. So we're going to start her off with a maneuver, drawing into hands of red. Everyone gets to move 2, and we get to move in any order we want. 1, 2. 2, 1, 2. And we'll move her up to the opposite side of that bridge. Then for our second action, we're going to use the hand. After combat, you may deal damage to your attacking fighter. If you do, return this card to your hand and gain an action. So we're going to use this fighter attacking the Mothman with 3, and he's blocking for 2. Increase the value of this card by +1 for each destroyed bridge, which is 0. And after combat, place Mothman in the closest empty starting space. So he's moving. But it's 3 on 2, so he did take 1 damage. Down to 19. Then closest empty. So 1, 2, 3. Yep, I think he's going up there. And with that, we're going to choose not to deal the damage in that, so just discarding. Okay, so we finished a round, so we're going to do the end of round abilities. Advance the threat, mark your number of spaces equal to 1, plus the number of doom tokens on the lowest numbered bridge. Here's bridge 1. We've got bridge 2, 3, and 4. So we've got 1 doom token, so it's going to move 2 spaces. And then the blob, place an acid token in his space if there's not already one there. So basically when we move into that space, we take a damage, but we can sit there all day or move out of it for no problem. Then the skunk ape, deal damage equal to the threat level to 1 hero or sidekick adjacent to the skunk ape. Well, that's Daredevil. So he's taken 3 down to 14. And then we'll take our initiative cards, give them the best shuffle we can, and do it all over again. All right, so starting with player 2. We're going to start with a maneuver, drawing into a Snake Root Clan card. So everyone gets to move 2. Move him down here. That one there. Over and 1, 2. Then second action, Elektra is going after Mothman. Hands of red. After combat, return a defeated hand to a space in her zone. So that's an attack of 4. And he's got deception of 0, so we're actually doing 4 damage to him. Down to 15. And what the deception card does is whenever this card is put into his discard pile, shuffle its discard pile back into the deck, including this card. Effect cannot be canceled. All the enemies have a card like that. So that was the best card we could have hoped for right there. So we did the 4 damage, and we're going to bring this guy back into a space in her zone, and that matches. So happy with that. Then the blob gets to go, and we are going to have the blob attack this guy. Deal 1 damage to each opposing fighter for each acid token on or adjacent to their space. So first he defeats this. And then he's got a spot there, so Daredevil takes 1. And this guy goes out of the picture. Then player 1 gets to go. We are not set up to fight, so we're going to start with a maneuver, drawing into a card. And we'll move 1, 2, 3. Then we'll go ahead and attack there. The grappling hook, so 3 damage. And after combat, we'll get to move Daredevil up to 2 spaces. And he has got a defense of 2, so we're doing 1 damage. Down to 8. And we can move 2, and we will. Then the skunk ape gets to go. We are good with him attacking the hand. And that's going to be, the value of this card is 5 instead. Well, it only takes 1. And then the Mothman goes. And he's satisfied going after that. Deal 1 damage to each adjacent opposing fighter. For each fighter damaged this way, add a doom token to the lowest numbered bridge. So he's defeating that, doing a damage to Elektra, which will add a token there. All right, end of round. Blob already has acid under him. He doesn't have anyone adjacent to hit, and Mothman is advancing threat 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So shuffling, and next up is a skunk ape. I guess closest path is that direction. Attacking. And we're just going to take the hit for nothing. So that was a deception, which shuffles everything together. Then the Mothman goes. He wants to smack Elektra. And we're going to play Cloaked in Shadow, so immediately cancel all effects on your opponent's card. That's going to block 2, and he's doing nothing to us. So it made us waste a card. But oh well. All right, next up, player 1. I'm going to get rid of those tokens. So we are going to start with a maneuver to draw a card. 1, 2, 3. Then, as part of the maneuver, we're going to discard a card to activate the ability. Reveal the top 2 cards of an enemy's deck, but we also remove doom tokens equal to the boost. And I kind of want to see what the blob's going to do to us. Deal damage to each opposing fighter for each acid token, so we'd end up taking 2, or add 1. So it'd be attacking us for 3 on that. And we can make him come after us. We will discard that one and keep the caustic spray on top. All right, second action, we're going to use our grappling hook as an attack. After combat, move up to 2 spaces. And so he's got a defense of 2. So we end up hitting him for 1. Should have went after him. Then after combat, defense goes first. So we're going to take a damage down to 12. And then move 2. Okay, next up we have the blob, who we will have move this direction. Oh, guess he's going that direction. And attacking for 4. After damage, deal damage to each opposing fighter in the blob zone. Oh, that's just going to be us. Place an acid token in an empty space in blob zone. So we're taking 4 down to 8. Then we take 1 from the ability. And the space in the zone. I'll just put it there. Still in the green. I guess yeah, he's in the green. All right, then Elektra. She's going ninjutsu for an attack of 3, and after combat, place your fighter in any space. Up against Mothman. He's got a defense of 2. Increase the value of this card by 1 for each destroyed bridge, which is currently 0. Place him in the closest empty starting space after the combat. So we're dealing 1 damage, down to 14. Then closest empty. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll move him down here. Then we get to place our fighter in any space. And we'll go here. Then we're going to maneuver, drawing into hands of red. Then we're going to discard a card. Since we're next to the bridge, a fighter recovers 3 health. We're choosing Daredevil to go up to 10. And that's everyone. So Skunk Ape, no one's next to him. Mothman advancing 1. And we're placing some acid there. So that's everyone. Okay, next round. I was hoping to have one of these guys dead by now. Blob, but instead they're trying to kill us. So he's happy with attacking Daredevil. Daredevil was not happy with that. Especially when it's going to end up doing 4 plus 1. Yep. Taking 5 damage, down to 5. And then we're placing another in this zone. We'll go ahead and put it there because that bridge is going away here shortly. Then Mothman goes. He's excited to take a step back and swing at Elektra. We are going to defend for 2 and cancel any effects. And that hand symbol only happens after we resurrect, which probably won't be soon. She'll probably last longer than Daredevil, which is not good. Deal damage to each adjacent opposing fighter. Okay. Oh, so we're canceling that effect. So it's just 4 on 2. So we're taking 2 damage. Down to 4 health. We can move. Nope, not moving. All right, then we've got player 2, which is Elektra. She's going to start with a maneuver action. Ooh. Attack for 6. We are going to discard this for that ability to heal for 3, so up to 8. Then attacking using Hands of Red. After combat, return a defeated hand to a space in her zone. And he's going to take all 4 of that. So down to 10. And we will bring this guy back right there. And that gets shuffled in. Maybe Daredevil should quit trying to do something over there and just go after Mothman. I mean, he can reach him. Oh, no, we can't reach him. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Discard a card to move to there. All right, we're going to maneuver. So, drawing a card. Son of a Boxer. Moving there. Then discard a card for the ability. Player draws until they have 4 cards. Choosing Elektra. So getting a Whirlwind, another Whirlwind, and Snake Root Clan. Then second action, we're going to maneuver again. Son of a Boxer, 1, 2, 3. Then over here we have the Skunk Ape. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so he can get to Elektra. And we'll defend for 2 with a Whirlwind. And he's attacking for 0. Yikes. I messed that up. All right, the Blob already has acid under him. Mothman is advancing. Okay, this worked out, I guess, the best it could have. I was thinking that 5 damage is going to kill her. But he's going to advance this. So that goes up top, and we trigger these 2 abilities. So place Mothman adjacent to the hero with the lowest health, which is Elektra, so he's already good with that. Then each player discards a card. Daredevil is going to get rid of Through Adversity. And Elektra is going to get rid of the Snake Root Clan. Then the Skunk Ape is going to deal 1 damage instead of 5 to Elektra. Down to 3. Hopefully I can get Elektra to go one more time before she needs to be resurrected. Okay. The Blob going after Daredevil. We're going to show that we're the Son of a Boxer. After combat, if you lost the combat, deal 2 damage to a fighter adjacent to Daredevil. And the Blob, well, do we want to waste a card? It's 50-50 chance it's nothing. But it could be something. Alright, add +1 to the value of this card for each acid token in the Blob's zone. Oh goodness, that's 4, so that's 6 damage. Place an acid token on each empty space adjacent to the Blob. So we're taking 3 down to 5, which means we definitely lost the combat. But first we resolve this, and that's going to be all of his tokens. But then we deal 2 damage to him, down to 7. Then the Skunk Ape, look out, Elektra. She's going to try to live and defend for 2. And it's hitting for 3. After combat, if he's lost the combat, put his initiative token. Well, he's dealing 1 damage, so he didn't lose the combat. Down to 2 health. Then player 1. He's going to maneuver, drawing in a Man Without Fear. 1, 2, 3. Then we are going to attack Mothman using this. So during combat, you may blind boost this attack. This is in addition to any blind boost from his special ability. These are the only cards we have. If you have 2 or fewer cards in hand, you may blind boost your attack or defense. So we get 2 boosts. So this is going to be for 2, 5, 7 damage. Please don't block it. If the printed value of the opponent's card is 4 or higher, ignore it. Well, its printed value of our card was 2. After combat, if he won the combat, add a doom token. Well, he's not winning this one. He has a defensive 1. And we went in with 2, 5, 6, 7. So he's taken 6 down to 4. Good job, Daredevil. Then Mothman is going to attack this little hand soldier. Printed value, nope. If he won the combat, add a doom token to each bridge. Well, he's winning this. So 1 there, there, and there. And then Elektra gets to go. She only has 1 card in hand. And that's going to kill her if we use it. But it is 6 damage. First action is maneuver. She got 2 of them. Could discard it to heal her 3. So discard that, use this bridge's ability. Player receives 3 health, taking her up to 5. Then she's going to attack the Mothman for 6. And increase the value of this card by 1 for each destroyed bridge, which is 1. After combat, place him. So he's defending for 3. So he's taking 3 damage. Down to 1, just hanging on. Place him in the closest empty starting space. Which 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. I think we're good with putting him here. Well, don't know if tokens count as taking up. Is it empty or not? Okay, a little quick on Board Game Geek, and it looks like an empty space can have tokens in it, so we're good with putting him there. And then she'll take her 3 damage down to 2 health. And that is everyone. So the blob wants to put acid there, but doesn't have any more left in him. So nothing else happens. The skunk ape is adjacent. Uh-oh. All right, she's taking 1 damage. Threat level is 1. She takes 1. And then Mothman is going to move this 2 spaces. Okay, next turn. 1 health left. See what happens. Okay, we've got the blob going. Movement of 3. 1, 2, 3 gets him adjacent to Daredevil. And he's going to defend with a boost, because that's the only card we have in hand, so that's 5. Well, actually, that's silly. But I've already, yeah, we're putting that back on top. We know what this card is. We're not using anything. So, took 0 damage. Then player 2 gets to go. She has no cards in hand and a movement of 2. So she's going to maneuver. Let's see. And stay there and maneuver again. And discard the card activating this ability. It had a boost of 2, so we can get rid of that token. And a fighter recovers 3 health. We're going to put that on Daredevil, so he's up to 8. So Elektra has 1 card and Daredevil has 1 card. Then Mothman gets to go. Closest person is Daredevil. 1, 2. Attacking. Now we use the boxer ability with the boost. And he's hitting us for 4. After combat, deal damage to each adjacent opposing fighter. For each fighter damaged this way, add a doom token to the lowest numbered bridge. So we had a defense of 5. So we're fine from that, but we're taking the damage from the special effect. So down to 7 and out of cards. Okay, player 1, maneuver. We got an attack, and second action is to attack, and we're going to boost it, so it's take a knee. After combat, discard the top card of your deck, recover health equal to its boost value. Nice. So we're going to be attacking for 3, 5, and he's got a defense of 3, so 2 is breaking through. We only needed 1, and that is enough for Daredevil and Elektra to be successful taking out the Mothman. Just curious, he would have healed 2. So I was hoping to take out at least one of these, but didn't seem to need to. We got lucky with his special ability. Not doing 5 damage to us. And the blob, alternate win condition, made up by me. We got him to spit out all of his acid tokens. And I guess another bonus, she didn't need to be resurrected. So as always, hope you enjoyed this playthrough. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.